Welcome to day 5 of the 30-day challenge. Today we are focusing on the upper body and we are working towards crow pose. Don't worry if you are new to crow pose, I will offer lots of different variations so that you can find one that feels accessible for you. When you're ready, we'll begin in a kneeling position. For those with sensitive knees, I recommend placing something underneath the knees or possibly just rolling over the sides of your mat so that you have a little bit more cushioning. And rest the hands on the knees to begin. We'll start with head rolls, going a few times in a clockwise motion. And then anti-clockwise. And tilt the head to the left side. Bring the left hand to the top of your head and use your hand to apply a little bit of pressure, drawing left ear closer to left shoulder. Take a full breath in, feeling into the stretch down the right side of the neck. Exhale and release. Tilt your head to the right side. Bring the right hand to the top of the head and apply a little bit of pressure to draw right ear closer to the shoulder. Take a full breath in, feeling for that stretch down the left side of the neck. And then exhale, release, bring the head back into a neutral position. You can flicker the eyes open if they're closed. Then inhale, lift your shoulders up by your ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. A few more times like this, moving with your breath. Inhale, the shoulders will lift. Exhale, they'll roll back and down. And relax your shoulders all together. Interlace your fingers, clasp your hands together and start to roll out your wrists. Almost like you're drawing a figure of 8. And then keep the interlace of the fingers, but open the palms wide. Lift the right arm up and keep the left arm down. Then switch, lowering the right arm, lifting the left. And you can take this a little bit quicker from side to side, bringing one wrist into flexion and the other into extension. Good. Then come onto all fours, tabletop position. You can stay working with your knee support if you like. Then start to rock forward, sending the shoulders past the wrists. Pause here and push the floor away. And this is the position we're looking to strengthen the wrists in. So focus on pausing, relaxing the chin towards the chest. And then ease off slightly. You can sit your hips back on your heels. Inhale, we'll rock forward, sending shoulders past wrists, pushing the floor away, pausing here. Exhale, ease off, move back. One more time. As you go forwards, really grip with each fingertip. Push the floor away. And then come back. Nice. Find a kneeling position with the hands just in front of the knees, hands or shoulders width. Take a deep breath in, expand your chest. As you exhale, push the floor away. You may need to round your back slightly. Keep the tops of the feet on the mat, but lift your knees in towards your chest. And then slowly lower down. Deep breath in. Use the force of your exhale to push the floor away, lifting knees into chest, rounding the back. And lower down. One more time. Inhale, chest will lift. Exhale, push. Bring knees and thighs close to your chest. And then release. Great work. Find your way back into tabletop. Then extend the right leg, keeping the left knee on the mat to begin. With an inhale, lift your chest. Use the power of your exhale to push the floor away and bring the left knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lower the knee back down, expand the chest. Exhale, push, bring knee to nose. One more time, inhale, chest will open and lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Reset in tabletop, extend the left leg down the mat. Inhale, expand your chest. Exhale, push, bring knee to nose. And 2 more, go at the pace of your breath. Then come back to tabletop. Nice work. Tuck your toes, lift your hips and slowly come back to down dog. And when you arrive here, take a few moments just to explore your downward dog. So you could bend the knees, sway the hips side to side, find whatever variation feels good. Doesn't have to be what you usually do. Then look forwards, and you can take baby steps to walk the feet to the hands, finding forward fold. Keep a bend in the knees, and then slide your hands under your feet. Relax your chin to your chest, let your upper body hang forwards here. And start to bend your knees even more, like you're sitting back in a chair. Send the weight back through your heels, but keep the hands where they are. So this creates a little bit of a pull for the wrists. Extend the legs a little bit, release your hands. Then sitting the hips back down in chair, reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale to step the left foot back, coming into high lunge. But instead of lifting the chest, keep the arms reaching forwards. Keep your belly stuck to your front thigh. Turn out the back foot. Then turn your chest open to the left, keeping the side of your waist stuck to the right thigh. If you're needing support here, right hand can always come down, or right forearm can rest on the thigh, is a slightly different option. Turn the back foot to face forwards again, rolling your belly on top of your thigh. Then lower the hands on the inside of the right foot, and you can lower the back knee down to come into lizard. Again, if there's sensitivity in the knees, you can pad the back knee. Steady your breath. Lift the back knee. Then step the back foot forwards to the outside of the left hand. Sink the hips back like you're coming into a squat or a wide chair stance, and reach your arms forwards, keeping your belly glued to your thighs. Good. Start to straighten the legs, come into a wide forward fold. Hands can reach for the floor, or hands could take hold of the back of your ankles to draw yourself in deeper. Relax chin to chest, let the upper body hang heavy. Shuffle your feet in hips width. Inhale, come up into chair, taking the weight back through the heels. Then glide the right foot back, coming into your high lunge, but reaching the arms forwards, sticking your belly to your front thigh, gaze is down. Turn out the back foot and turn your chest open to the right. So sticking the side of your torso to the left thigh. Option to lower the left hand down or the left forearm to the thigh for support. Turn to face forwards, turn the back foot forwards and lower the hands down to the mat. You may need to shuffle the left foot to the side to create space for lizard. Step the back foot to the outside of the right hand. And this time, turn your feet out slightly wider. Bend your knees, sink your hips down into Malasana. So it's okay if the heels are lifted. There's also the option to place something underneath your heels, like so. This can make it much more accessible. And keeping the chest open, you can either use the hands as stabilizers or bring hands into prayer. Lower the hands, lift your hips, come back to that wide forward fold position. Then shuffle your feet in hips width. Bend your knees and lift your heels so you're finding a crouching position like a toe stand. Plant the hands in front of you. You want to rest your knees. The option is really yours, either just above the elbow, a little bit higher up the arm. Then pick up your hips and rock forward. So you're taking the weight into the hands. The weight of the knees is on the backs of the arms. Just stay here to begin. And then rock back. And we'll continue working with momentum. So shift forwards. And maybe the next time you shift forwards, you lift the right foot. And then rock back. Inhale. Exhale, rock forwards. Maybe this time you lift the left foot. And rock back. And again, rocking forwards. Maybe this time you see if you can lift both feet. They don't have to lift so high. You could still keep them fairly close to the ground. If you are more comfortable with crow, start lifting your feet up towards your buttocks. Keeping the gaze focused on one spot. And then we'll come down. Take a little rest. One more go. Keeping the hands on the mat. Finding that same placement for the knees. Work with momentum to rock forwards. Lifting your feet even just a little bit if you can. And if you are comfortable in crow, maybe you start to extend the arms into crane. Keep your gaze focused, keep pressing through your fingertips. Slowly lower the feet back down and find your way into a forward fold. Keeping a bend in the knees, take a hold of opposite elbow, sway from side to side in ragdoll. So letting go of all muscular effort now. Give yourself a pat on the back. Plant your hands, step back to plank. And then lower your knees into tabletop. Slide the right knee forwards to the back of the right wrist, and then sweep your leg towards the left side. Edge the left leg down the mat to bring you into pigeon. If you're feeling a little bit lopsided, you may want to place something just beneath the right side buttocks to provide some more support. And walk your hands forwards, lower yourself down, taking a well-deserved rest. Slowly come back up. Remove your prop if you're working with one, and then come back into tabletop. This time sliding the left knee forwards to the back of the wrist. Sweep the leg to the right side, then edge the right leg down the mat. If you're feeling a little lopsided, your prop can come just behind the back of the left buttocks, under the left thigh. Then lower yourself down into rest. Come back up. Return to tabletop. And bringing the big toes to touch, open your knees as wide as your mat. And lower your hips down to your heels. And then walk the arms forwards as you lower yourself down into child's pose. Resting the forehead on the mat. Letting go of any muscular effort now. Lift yourself into a kneeling position. And if your eyes are closed, you can flicker them open. Thank you so much for your energy. I know this was definitely a challenging one, so I really appreciate you giving me your time and your energy to work through this more challenging sequence. I hope that you enjoyed day 5, and I'll see you for the rest of the challenge.